Mal just walked out of the room and threw the hoodie over the chair, and one of the drawstrings was hanging on the back of the chair, and I realize now that this is a problem that's probably going to have to be dealt with, because anything that dangles is a toy, and if Kepler can, he will insert it down his entire throat. I would say it's because he's dumb, but it's not really because he's dumb. It's because he's a cat. And if cats can insert dangly things down their throat, then they will do it. They will do it every time, every day, every week. If it is possible to insert a dangly thing into an orifice, they absolutely will. Oh, they're both getting in on it. The thing I love about this is that Sagan was clearly just biding his time, waiting for the right moment. And then the moment came, and he was like, I'm going to take advantage of that. It is now my turn to play with this. In fact, it almost looks like Kepler's gotten bored. He's gotten bored with this. You gotten bored with this? Sagan, however, has not, and he's having a grand old time. I should really move it, but I also know that that would require, like, standing up. Maybe they'll both get bored of it soon. No, he's still going after it. Yeah, that's right. No, what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're just going to put it in the chair, right like that. And then they go away. Thank God. Hello everyone and welcome to Saturday. I don't always film vlogs in this chair from this view, but in the past when I have, I think it's been a little dark, and I fixed this because I have a lamp on my desk and I turned it on. And now my face is a little bit more well lit. Maybe that doesn't mean anything to you guys, but I was like, man, it's kind of dark. I'm going to fix that. And then I fixed it. So, today was a generic work day. We did stuff, blah, blah, blah. But tonight was game night. And it was notable because we recorded Golf with Your Friends. But then we purchased and played Jackbox Party Pack 4. And we didn't record it because everyone wanted a chance to like experience it first and not record their first time ever playing this game. So we got it, and I got it set up where I could stream the video and the audio to everyone else, and we were able to play it. And it was fun. There's, I think, 5 new games on there, except one of them is Fibbage. It's just Fibbage 3. Although even Fibbage has got a new mode on it, where it's all about people, and like you enter in truths and lies, and people try to guess like which is which, that sort of thing. There's also other game modes. There's one called Bracketeering, which is what we played first, and that one was okay. The premise behind the game is that it'll give you a prompt, and you have to enter, something funny, and then there's 4 or 2 that go up against each other, and then it's a huge like tournament bracket, and you see which one wins. Then the game gets far more interesting because you get into a blind bracket where you are answering for one question, but then the question actually switches. So then the answers are completely ridiculous, and that makes it fun. But that game seems like it would be designed for audience. A lot of these games now have audience mode where people from around the world can join in. They're made to be played on Twitch, honestly. And some games I think would work better on Twitch than others, but this one specifically almost seems like it's designed for Twitch. Like if you had 16 human players playing and 1,000 viewers watching that could contribute, I think that would make it a lot better. So it seems fun, but I don't know if we would do a video on it or not. Maybe, but it seems like a much better game to stream, so maybe that would be something that gets streamed at some point in the future. Then we played Monster Meets Monster. I forget what it's called. It was a monster dating game, and it was fun, but it was a little convoluted in my opinion. Fun game, but not as simple and elegant as a game like Fibbage. Fibbage is great, and that's one of the reasons they've made 3 versions of it, is because it's simple and good. In the monster dating game, it was like every character, every person playing, and you could play up to 7 people, had a special like monster ability that affected them differently than everyone else. And the idea is that you, on your phone, you get to message the other players, and when you're messaging them, you're trying to hook up. You're trying to get the other player to choose you to go on a date. And after you send so many messages, you go into the voting round, and you choose someone who you want to go on a date with. If you choose them and they choose you, you both get hearts, or points. And depending on what your ability is, it changes what the points could be worth, or how many points you actually get, or how many points the other person gets. So there's all these weird things, and then slowly but surely it starts revealing like what the people actually are. Because at the beginning it just shows them as human, and then as the game goes on, it reveals like, here's the monster and this is what their secret ability is. So when you find out that someone's secret ability is that they take your points when you go on a date with them, then it's like, oh, maybe I don't want to date them anymore. So that was ridiculous. And actually, we played it with Jepson, who had actually played the game before, and he said whenever they played it, one of the recommendations they had was to not name your characters your actual names. Instead of saying, oh, I'm Steven, I'm Chaz, I'm whatever, just use different names so you don't know who you're messaging. And I kind of agree with that. Like, it was funny to see the conversations that was happening between, Mao and Haley having, like, this dating conversation. But I think it would have been nice if you didn't have any, like, inhibitions about messaging any particular person. Because, like, and even, like, for me and Mal, like, it almost felt too easy for us to message each other, because, like, I'm already married to you, So maybe next time, if we choose to record that, we would do kind of random by removing the name element. And the other game we played, and I had to look it up because I could not remember the name of the stupid thing, was Survive the Internet, which was a pretty interesting game. Feels very similar to Fibbage, not very difficult, where there's a bunch of different topics, and the idea is that someone is sent a prompt, or I guess everyone is sent a different prompt, and they have to write their response to that prompt. Then the answers, those prompts, are sent to other players. They look at those prompts, and they have got to find a headline that really twists those words. It's kind of hard to explain, but it makes sense whenever we inevitably do a video and show it on the channel. But it was interesting. At the beginning, it was really difficult, and I was like, wait, how am I going to do this? But by the end, I really got the hang of it. So we didn't record that tonight because no one wanted their first time playing a game recorded, which is understandable. But it was good, and I think we'll definitely do something with Survive the Internet. We'll definitely do something with Fibbage. I like bracketeering, but if we do bracketeering, it might be better on Twitch. I don't know, or we might do one video we record and then later do a Twitch stream or something of that sort of thing. I've talked about it a tiny bit, but we would really like to do Twitch streaming. Not as a replacement to YouTube, because I really like what we do with on-demand content, but as a additional thing, as a supplement. And we were actually trying to get into it. We've been trying to get into it for a long time. We've just been too busy to do it, because I refuse to jump into something unless I can jump into something, and I've been at least smart enough in the last 18 months to know not to actually do it. I knew that if I jumped into it too soon, I would drown, and I refuse to drown. So hopefully next year we'll be starting to do some Twitch stuff, and then we can do things like bracketeering, and I think that'd be a lot of fun. Anyway, that's it for today. And I know that's not like the best review, but that's just my first impressions of it, and it's nice. I think I kind of want to say that there are better Jackbox Party Packs. The games that really stick out to me from Jackbox are Fibbage and Drawful. You could probably buy Jackbox Party Pack 4 and then also Drawful, because I think they sell that on its own. But like the third party pack, I think, is the one with TKO, which is hilarious. So I don't know. There's still one game in the party pack we didn't get a chance to play, and that's Civic Doodle. So I don't know if that's good or not, but I guess we'll discover that next time we get a chance to play. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?